Welcome back in this part 2 of Smarties for 2024, providing a demonstration of what the goal and system planning can look like. Before I begin, the views and opinions expressed in the Spiritual Danger Closed podcasts are solely those of the author and creator, do not necessarily reflect the official policy, position, or opinions of any other individual, organization, or entity. The creator and author is not sponsored, endorsed, or affiliated with any third party, and all ideas presented here are for informational purposes only. Only mentions of products, services, and organization is not an endorsement, and the author and creator assumes no responsibility for their accuracy or completeness. Reflecting on the application of the good, better, best approach, I've realized there's importance of optimizing every step in the process. In my journey with Smarties, a framework I've used extensively in the past year, I've recognized the room for improvement. James Clear's insights about prioritizing the system over the goal struck a chord. While there were instances of effective backward planning, I identified a nuance. With Smarties 2.0, I aim to enhance the framework by placing renewed emphasis on prioritizing not just the goal, but the strategic steps leading to it, ensuring action is effective as possible. Specific, clearly define a singular, suitable action which leads to a desired outcome. I want to run a 5K, therefore I need to run daily. Measurable. Quantify outcomes like analyzing the components of a 5K race. Sticking with clear system of atomic habits, we should measure each day or repetition in the activity that we are doing. Assignable accountability. Designate someone to be accountable to, ensuring focus. In most cases, when dealing with individual goals, we are assigning tasks to subordinates, but rather tasks to ourselves to complete. For example, some running applications have a social media aspect to posting to encourage camaraderie. Realistic. Consider practicality and avoid unrealistic expectations. Start small by building to larger goals. Additionally, write down potential pitfalls you might encounter to this new goal. Time management. Establish when and where actions will occur. Allocate daily time investments. Based off of your outcome, look at the time it takes and work backwards from a macro to micro in scale. Sometimes we can work micro to macro as needed. Life, year, quarter, month, week, day, and hours. Initiatives and inputs. Take proactive steps for success, such as buying running shoes or signing up for classes. Inputs are specific actions or resources or commitments it takes for us to get to our desired behavior. Ask yourself, what does it take for me to achieve this goal? For example, if your goal is to run a 5K, as an input might be committing to daily running routine. Execution is an active state of input building for a new system of behaviors. Actively reflect on progress, identify areas for improvement. Ask yourself, is this yielding benefits or outcomes? Actively assess your progress, celebrate achievements, pinpoint areas for improvement. Utilize tools such as calendars or fitness app to track your daily running program. Additionally, maintain a record of encountered pitfalls. Assess whether these challenges were within your control, whether better planning could mitigate them, or whether they were external factors. For instance, if weather conditions impede your outdoor run, recognizing the need for alternative arrangements like a gym membership, treadmill, ensures proactive adaptation to unforeseen obstacles. Spiritual. Consider the overall well-being and evaluating the impact on oneself and others. This step is practical regardless of religious beliefs or lack thereof. Additionally, during this process, during the execution phase, there should be some reflection, mindfulness, and gratitude. For instance, during the active phase, we might reflect on running daily. We can describe in our tracker, planners, or other apps how the run made us feel. Recall this method of goal system is about consistency that yields desired results. While at this may appear too complicated, the system should be effortless on application. Previously, I mentioned the personal application of SMARTIES. I use short, succinct statements using only the first letter within the acronym. Then, in a very brief sentences, what I'm looking at. Now, in the steps of Measurable, actively track your progress rather than actively track your progress and consistency. I prefer to use written daily planner, but I will use apps for fitness tracking on weights, repetitions, distances, etc. In fact, as of writing this, I have come across nuances in the section of productivity videos on YouTube emphasizing the importance of written notes, daily planners, and journaling. And now for this section, this is the first demonstration which I'll be applying to my goal of accomplishing a new module that just dropped within the My Musical Voices Ultimate Path to Extreme Vocals with Will Ramos that also featured Chris Lipe and Elizabeth Zaroff. Recalling the methods I previously discussed, the specific, I need to be specific. Previously, in SMART or SMARTIES method, I was hyper-focusing on the goal. What do I want with this? For me personally, I want to be a better vocalist for metal vocals, and obviously some melodic content that I do as well. So what do I need to do to get better at singing? That is simply singing more and doing so consistently. And this new program in the My Musical Voice with the Ultimate Path to Extreme Vocals with Will Ramos, they introduced so much content. I recently got through it and was watching through the modules on lessons and interviews with participants within the course, which sadly, due to scheduling, time zone differences, and sleeping through alarm, I missed out on. But regardless, they also offered a new program where Will instructs going through 3 weeks of a cyclic routine, days 1 through 5, and it repeats every week doing the same things over with the intent of working through specific things, followed with a guided exercise with the vocal coach Chris Lipe. So my consistent outcome is vocal practices consistently with the My Musical Voice program. How do I measure getting better at being a vocalist? Well, I can start adding it to planners, which I have currently done. I'll show you right here. Oh, it doesn't like that. So I've gone through my planner. I've looked at days that I would like to do it. This is a specific page. I'll be posting this on my other social media, so those who are interested, I am actually doing this. I'm very new to how I'm doing this productivity step, but I want to be able to work there. So I looked out, it's a 3-week program. I just made it 4 just to make it easy. And I've technically started this back in December. So I added those days into it. And so now I'm going through and I'm checking them off. So for this one, it's 3 weeks, build a tracker, and work within my journal. This is my daily planner. It is absolutely critical to my success each day. So got to measure it. I can see that and look at the time commitment to that. So I've also recorded a video that I'll be able to post to social media of before and after the 3 weeks of doing this program. Assignable accountability. For me personally, I have a private Discord that's associated with that specific program. I've already started posting in there and asking for people to be accountability partners. I have a couple vocal mentors that I am working with. I have the Upon the Rock Discord, which is a Discord I started. And I also have my amazing supportive spouse as an accountability partner to remind me, hey, you need to do this, or how's it going? Really, I prefer to be asked how things are going. People remember, it just helps keep things going. So we need to have an assignable accountability partner. Next, realistic. Is this goal realistic for me? Yes, I have currently been doing the Extreme Vocal Institute program since back whenever COVID started. I was on and off and I haven't been really consistent with that, but lately, as I've been focusing on building a system of habits that yields desired results, I'm focusing on, am I getting every single day doing the small task? And as James Clear says, it should be done within 2 minutes. For me, I can do a vocal practice within 30 minutes. If I don't have the exact time, I can do 15 minutes in the morning or 15 minutes in the afternoon, and I can break it down. I could just do a 5-minute melodic warm up and call it good, right? So I do believe it's realistic within my capabilities. This particular program, doing the guided lessons, is approximately 15 to 20 minutes each day. It's not a really big ask, and if I'm super busy, I can just break it up at certain times of the day, jump back and do that. And is it manageable within my schedule as I'm starting school again this month after winter break ends? Yes, I believe it is manageable. All right, what initiatives and inputs have I put towards this goal? I've currently finished all the My Musical Voice modules because in the Teachable account, to move to the next lesson, you have to watch the entire video before. So I got through all the content and listened to the videos, looked at the lessons, and I've been going back through there. And I'm going to be doing this. I already started. December 26th is when I've started, and or December 25th rather, I started Christmas Day, and I have already gotten up to this day, and Saturdays and Sundays are rest days. I've already found accountability partners, and yeah, at this point, I'm halfway there. Progress. How is it going? What are my pitfalls? Biggest pitfalls are time management, not adhering to schedule, or being distracted in something else. So when I do use that block time, I need to be able to focus and say, hey, at this time, I need to do my practice. Sometimes I get in a habit of not opening this up because there is some anxiety from looking at my journal and what I need to do, or my planner rather, for what I have to do throughout the day. But you have to tackle these things in a manageable ways, and if you just do it consistently, it's not an issue. Next, we got to look at how can I avoid injury. So last Friday, I was tracking vocals on a song. I had some issues with sickness from before. I wasn't really into singing because if you fall out a little bit, you have to get ease back in. It's like going to the gym or cycling or any activity you do that requires skill and consistency. I just wasn't given the consistency due to a sickness. So injury, just definitely trying to wash hands, try to be healthier that way, just so that I can do that in moments when I have used my voice a lot, taking that time, resting the voice, and doing those. So identifying those pitfalls. These are things that I can look out for going forward. Well-being. What does this do for me in aspects? Well, for one, I am basically a Christian deathcore band. People are arguing whether or not I'm deathcore. I say I'm deathcore, so I'm a deathcore band, okay? I'm doing music that sounds cool to me. I do have some black metal stuff that I've done. I'm trying to do Christian stuff or stuff that's uplifting, because I feel like that's where my goals and focus should be at this point. Self-improvement. I like looking at seeing how well I improved. I found an old video from TikTok that I posted in 2022. I got a new microphone. I posted it to my TikTok. Was able to see how much I've improved since then. And for being able to do what I want musically is absolutely necessary. It's also allowing me to move on to other aspects such as learning instruments and stuff for music production. The next demonstration. I have been using Jim Stepani's programs for a while now, having some consistency issues here. So here's the challenge listed on Jim Stepani's website. New Year's challenge resolutions are dead. Here's your New Year's solution. Results in only 6 weeks, $25K in cash prizes for men and women. Complete workout plus a diet, support motivation from the Gym Army, discounts on gym supplements. Make 2024 the year you get in the best shape of your life by taking on New Year's challenges. For the next 6 weeks, you'll guide through every workout, every meal, and tell you what supplements to take. Just follow the jimstepani.com system to change your physique and your life. So say what you will about Jim Stepani, and obviously he ties in his own supplement line there, but I personally like the programs. I've been getting good results with my injury, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a 6-week New Year's program. Measurable. 6 weeks, 6 days, 1 day of rest, right? I can add it to my phone. I can put it in my personal tracker. Technically, it's 2 months in program, or half of a quarter, right? So month one, full weeks 1 through 4, and weeks 5 and 6 in month 2. So I working back. Assignable accountability. The Gym Army Facebook group page. I haven't been posting on there because of just kind of some embarrassment and just the weight gain from my injury. I had a foot injury, so I've not been able to put as much cardio out there. Some days it's better, some days it's worse. Hopefully things get better this year. I'm optimistic in doing the rehab and be able to get some results or some more information from the MRI coming up. Anyway, I have friends, I have a supervisor, I have a dietitian that I'm working with to kind of tackle back into it. Jim also puts out a really great diet, just kind of teeing into consistency. Also, the spouse as a partner, assignable accountability. We need somebody to be accountable to. All right. I already have registered within the time frame. I need to take progress photos before and after, and then weekly progress photos throughout. That's pretty realistic expectation. I'm already working out. This is not a really big ask. If I was a new person in the gym, I would be looking at, can I do this? Gym's programs are absolutely tailorable to wherever you're at in your routine and limitations. So this is absolutely realistic to expectations. It's just 6 weeks. I was actually ending a program next week, so I wanted to see what I was doing. I've put on some decent muscle size. I'm getting stronger. Pretty excited for this actually. So initiative and inputs. I've already signed up. I start January 15th. I got to take some progress photos, and I'm going to plan on review my dietitian's program and then read through some of Jim's own stuff on nutrition guidelines. Time management. Right here, this picture is straight from the Gym Army calendar, because you can see I already have some stuff. I need to go to the gym today to do the program, and we'll be able to take care of it. The website's got a built-in tracker. It's got its app, its phone, time management. I just have to make sure I can plan my workout before or after my work, or be able to get it in at work, depending on how things work for scheduling. And I've got to do it all by February 26, 2024. Execution. I'm finishing the Ripton 6 program right now. Pitfalls. I didn't really adhere to the dietitian program. Just a lot of stress, a lot of things going on right now. So I'm just trying to yield consistency of eating the same things and within a caloric range that is appropriate, limitation, macros, micros, nutrients, etc. Another big hurdle has been the limited mobility due to the foot rehab. I have a big issue with the foot, so we're trying to get through it. I'm hoping to get an MRI soon just to see that. And so time management, some of the workouts I didn't get to, or because of the injury, I wasn't able to do all the workout. A lot of the programs he includes plyometrics and some movement and some HIIT. So I just wasn't able to do a lot of the workouts that I would like to do that. Or I would get distracted or not feel good. There was work and vacation issues. So those are some pitfalls that I can expect. I'm not really going anywhere soon, so that shouldn't really be a big issue going forward. Well-being. I like the way workouts make me feel. It helps with mental clarity and improvement. I like going to the gym because in applications I've used, I've consistently in the last 10 years, I've put on strength. There have been a couple exceptions where 1 year or something or whatever. For the most part, I am getting better. It's helpful. I like the way I feel. And working out is going to help me identify some issues with body image, and just really overall, I find it rewarding. And for a long time, I really didn't find the gym rewarding, and lately I've been feeling very rewarded from going to the gym. I really appreciate going to the gym. So these are things I can be thankful for, and I can comment on and have some gratitude. I can comment on workouts of how I felt and what I did. And I can also share those to my accountability partners of what really worked and what really didn't, such as hitting a PR for reps. A couple weeks back, I did 255-pound squats within the limited ability of my injury for 10 reps. That was awesome. I've never done that. That was something I was really proud of. So and so here we are. We're at the end of the slide. It's a white screen, and I just want to bring it back in focus to everything I talked about. If you would like to incorporate this program, or you have questions on something I talked and didn't address, or you'd like clarification, please let me know. I really want this productivity system of goal success to yield positive results in people's lives. So far, I've only seen 2 people talk about it. I've talked about it on my lives that I was doing consistently with TikTok a while back. It's just something that I care about. That's why I put all this time and effort into doing this. This is 3 days in the making, right? So I had a bunch of stuff I was planning to do, and I need to get this out of the way. So some of the other stuff I didn't go into. I could demonstrate this all day long. I have the podcast and the music and the school and all these programs. Some of the productivity websites I found suggested going into detail and doing 24 goals for 2024 and looking at lifelong goals and working back. And then what if you only had one goal you did all year long, you only got after one of these things, which one would it be? And that's where your energy and focus should be. So definitely looking at doing everything that is necessary to be successful in these steps and building consistency. And what that is what I found has been super helpful, is being consistent, getting in the habit, getting in that routine, making it to where it's second nature. We got to be thinking about Joshka, where 50 years later he wakes up and did before his death, he would do 3 hours of practice every day, starting with the very basic stuff that very beginners to violinists would get into for scale work, and that's what he started with. And this is a person who would sell out concerts. So we got to build that consistency and that work and effort, and I'll definitely be doing this throughout the year. I don't know if I'll do it mid-year break or end of the year, but we'll see how it goes. If you would like to join the Upon the Rock Discord for accountability partners, I could go ahead and make a server channel in there. Just let me know, comment, and ask for the link to the Discord. It's also my link tree that you can find in the bio, and I'll post it in the show notes for YouTube. But this is Logan from Spiritual Danger Close with demonstration on Smarties, and I hope you have a successful new year and you can be the new you wish you are. Let's get after it.